11 things that absolutely suck about living out here in Hawaii. Stick around to get all the details. See you on the other side. All right, guys, so like I mentioned in this video, I'm generally a very positive person. I will be the first to tell you that I absolutely love living out here in Hawaii. I will never leave, and I have a lot of respect for this place. But with everything that's great about it, there is plenty that sucks about it. So let's jump into those 11 things that I absolutely hate and what I truly think suck about Hawaii. Now, before we get into that, let me quickly introduce myself if this is your first time here. My name is Patrick Longley. I'm a licensed real estate agent out here in Hawaii, and I have been living here for nearly a decade, not only enjoying the beautiful life of Hawaii, but also experiencing a lot of the things that suck. So we're gonna jump into those. But if you had any questions about what's great or what's not so great about living out here, feel free to reach out to me. I got my contact information right here, or you can directly DM me on any of my social media platforms. So with that being said, what are the 11 things that absolutely suck or grind my gears when it comes to living out here in Hawaii? Well, let's jump into it. Now, I'm not talking about getting on a boat. There's plenty of boats that you can enjoy or ships that you can jump on. I'm talking about shipping goods to Hawaii. Now, this could be as simple as shipping goods from Amazon. If you're used to getting things same day or even next day, don't expect to get that out here in Hawaii. When you do use your Prime account, generally it's gonna take a minimum of 3 days. Now, that's still pretty quick, shipping something all the way over from the mainland out here in Hawaii, and it might actually get quicker because they are in the process of actually creating an Amazon distribution center out here at Sand Island. So hopefully that will speed up the process. But for now, generally, you're gonna wanna factor in, even if you have a Prime account, at least 3 days for shipping your Amazon goods. Now, with that being said, I'm just getting through the process of doing a full renovation on my new home. And I can tell you from personal experience, if you are renovating a home or if you're buying new appliances, you need to factor in 4 to 8 weeks if you just want to get a new washer or dryer. Or if you have a certain tile that you want, maybe it's just not that simple subway tile, but maybe something a little bit fancier, 4 to 8 weeks. 4 to 8 weeks is the magical amount of time that you need to plan accordingly if you want to get any appliances or any specific tile or floor or anything when it comes to renovations. So shipping really sucks out here in Hawaii. Number 2 is grocery costs. Now, again, because we have to ship everything over here, we have an added expense to all goods that arrive on this beautiful island. So you can expect much higher costs for any general grocery goods when it comes to your bread, your egg, your beer, basically anything and everything is gonna have an added cost. So just to give you some examples of 2024, here's some numbers on different items of what they cost out here, and you can compare and contrast those to maybe what you see at your grocery store. So a gallon of milk, you're looking at about $7.65. A dozen of eggs, about $6.50. Just some simple old white bread, $6. A pound of bananas is just under $2. A pound of tomatoes is under $4. And a pound of potatoes is about $2. So again, compare and contrast to what you pay at your grocery store. Now, what I would generally suggest is if you want to save some money, definitely go to those big box stores like the Costco's and the Sam's Club. Buying in bulk will save you hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Now, I love my food land. I love my local markets, but if I'm looking to buy in bulk and just live, Costco and Sam's Club is definitely where you're gonna wanna go. Number 3 is traffic. The traffic can be pretty bad out here. Now, I'm originally from Los Angeles, so I understand traffic, and I personally don't think it's too bad out here. But when it comes to living on the island, everything feels so close. So when you do even have to drive an hour and a half in traffic, it can be horrendous. So just to give you an idea of how the traffic works out here is basically everybody goes to the hub in the morning. That's gonna be Honolulu, and then vice versa goes outward from the hub back home. So just give you some examples. If you were to drive from Kapolei to Honolulu in the morning, you can see it's only 22 miles. And if you don't go during rush hours, it should only take you about 30 minutes. But as you can see here, if you leave at 7 a.m. when everybody else is going to Honolulu, it can more than triple your drive to an hour and a half drive in back-to-back traffic. So it can make a major difference. So if you're flexible, if you're a remote worker, if you can go to work at a different time, a little bit earlier, a little bit later, it makes a huge difference. Number 4, island fever. Now, this place is absolutely beautiful. And I personally don't really get island fever because I truly enjoy all the things you can do here. But for a lot of people that like to travel and like to go on road trips, this island is very convenient because everything is so close, but you can get a sense of island fever, not only because your friends and family are probably very far and probably on the mainland. It's very difficult for them to come over. They can't just drive over. They actually have to plan and stay at a hotel or stay at your place and fly over and spend a lot of money. But also for yourself, if you like to do lots of road trips or you want to go snowboarding or you want to do certain things, you're basically constrained to this island. Now you can basically drive around the entire island in about 4 to 5 hours, given there's not that much traffic. So everything is not too far away and it can feel trapped. Now a suggestion I would have, because again, I don't really get much island fever, is embrace this place and see the ocean as an extension, not as a barrier. That is something that a mentor told me once, and I live by it every single day, that I actually enjoy what this island offers. And I see the ocean as an opportunity for, not as a barrier, but a place for me to go embrace life. That means go surf, go fish, go diving, do things in the ocean so that you see it more as an extension than a barrier, and you're truly, truly, truly embrace and not get island fever out here. Number 5, and an obvious one, especially if you're on this channel, is home prices. It is stupid expensive for a house out here. I mean, you can find $1 million teardowns pretty much on every single block of this island. Now, the median sales price for a single family home, if you're looking to purchase a house out here right now in 2024, is $1.1 million. And if you want to go on the flip side and buy a condo or a townhome, the median sales price is about $535,000. Now that's a chunk of change. Now it can fluctuate. You can find single family homes closer to $700,000 on the west side, and you can find condos for $250,000, $300,000, again, generally on the west side, or you can find a lot of studio condos in Waikiki in that $300,000 to $400,000. So it just really depends on what part of the island you're on, what size, what location, quality of home, but it is expensive out here to purchase a home. But what you're looking for, I gotta say this as a realtor, is that appreciation. You can always find a lot of appreciation if you hold on to that asset. And that's the reason why most people buy out here. Number 6 is electrical bills. I can't tell you how expensive electricity is out here. Well, actually, I am gonna tell you. It's about 46 cents a kilowatt, which that might just go right over your head. To give you an example, I have a home here that I have 3 different units. I rent out 2 and I live in 1. And my electrical bill is just shy of $1,000 a month. Now that's pretty exceptional because we do have 3 units. If you're living in, on average, let's say you're living in Eva Beach, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and you're running your AC pretty confidently throughout the day because it does get warm out there, you're probably gonna expect a electrical bill between $500 and $700 a month if you have no solar, which is why a lot of people utilize solar out here. Now, if you need a good solar connect, I do have some good connections out here and I would highly suggest it if it's within your budget, because those electrical bills can be extremely expensive and they totally suck. Number 7 is high HOAs. I can't tell you, when I talk to some of my family in California and they tell me that they have maintenance fees that are like $150 or $200, and it comes with a pool and a barbecue and it covers the water bill and sewer and trash and all these different things. They have a gym and it's only $200. Out here, the average HOA is generally gonna be between $400 and $800. Now, some of them can be $2,000, $3,000, and those are things for a whole different video. But what we are actually starting to see right now, and I just made a video right here going over it, is that a lot of the condos and associations that are dealing with insurance companies are having issues with getting hurricane insurance, or these older buildings in Waikiki that were built in the 70s are all having the same issues, whether that's foundational spalling, painting, elevator modernization, the roof, or plumbing, and they need to upgrade them. Otherwise, the insurance is going to increase their premium. And that's what we're seeing a lot of, which in turn basically increases the HOAs. And I've recently seen HOAs going up where before it was on average 4 to 12% every single year. Now we're seeing anywhere between 20 and 40% just to catch up on those insurance premiums. So that's something that really sucks, and something you definitely, if you're looking in the condo market, make sure you talk to your agent so that you don't find yourself in a situation where you buy a condo and then the day you walk in, find out that your HOA isn't $600, it's $1,200 because it just went up. And number 8, again, not something I'm too concerned about, is no seasons. So Hawaii, we're in paradise. It's pretty much beautiful all day, every day. We get a little bit of rain that comes and goes, but you're generally gonna see the temperature is gonna float somewhere in between the 70s, maybe high 60s when it's really, really cold. That's freezing for us. But generally it's gonna be into the 70s to high 80s, sometimes mid 90s, but it's pretty much beautiful all day, every day. But if you're looking for seasons, you want those fall colors, you want that winter chill where you can put on a sweater, this isn't the place for you. So that is one thing that sucks if you are looking for seasons. Me personally, I enjoy going to the beach all day, every day, and being able to golf 365 days out of the year. Number 9 is no professional team. So if you are used to going to a Giants game or going to a Raider game, or if you're a huge sports enthusiast and love going to a sports game, do not expect to do that out here in Hawaii. We do not have any professional sports teams. We used to have the Aloha Bowl way back in the day, but that hasn't happened for a very long time, not quite sure why. But the only games you can really go to is basically high school football games and college football games. But the only sports games you can really go to is high school and college games. Number 10 would be tourist and disrespectful people. Now this island I absolutely love and I have a lot of respect for, and I will be the first to tell you that I was not born and raised here. I've been here for 10 years. I have lots of family that's been born and raised here, but I am not a local in that sense. I'm a local in the sense that I've been here for 10 years, but I was not born and raised here. With that being said, I do have a lot of respect for the culture here, a lot of people that have spent their entire lives here, that have multiple generations of their families here. And it's extremely important that if you're coming here visiting, or if you're coming here and moving here, that you do not fall into one of these people that are the disrespectful, either tourists or disrespectful people that have moved here. You need to come in with the mindset of having an open heart, or having what we call lots of aloha. That's lots of love and respect for the land and the people here. And don't come in with the mindset that you're gonna change this place, or that you think it should be different because that's how you were raised or how it's done back on the mainland. This is a different place, and you need to make sure that you respect the people, respect the land, and respect the culture that's here. So I say that it sucks because the unfortunate thing is sometimes people come here and they throw their trash on the ground or feel that everybody owes them something when they're just visiting a place that they are just visiting. And it's just something that you really want to make sure that you don't fall into one of those people that I feel that suck, because there is a lot of them out here. But if you do respect this place, you can absolutely love it. But all I can say is it sucks with the tourists that basically are bad tourists and not respecting this place. And that's one thing that does suck about Hawaii, because that's one of our biggest imports. Now, the quality of those people that come always can change from day to day, but that is one thing that can suck, is having disrespectful people coming to Hawaii. And number 11, and the final thing that can suck out here, is the speed of things. Now me, once again, when it comes to me enjoying my style of life, whether that's enjoying time with my family, my friends, and going at a slower speed, which is definitely what we call island time out here, I definitely love and embrace that. But one thing that can suck is that if you need to get something done, sometimes people are not the quickest to pick up their phones because they are enjoying time with their friends and family. So it just depends on what side of the fence you're on. If you're actually enjoying yourself, it's nice at the speed that it goes. But if you need to get something done, you need a plumber to show up, you need a roofer to show up, you need something to get done ASAP, it's not gonna happen generally too fast out here. That is just island time, so you just need to embrace it, live with it, and just understand it. So it is something that sucks, but if you embrace a lot of these things that I brought up, you can really enjoy living out here. So with that being said, those are the 11 things that suck about Hawaii, but I absolutely love this place. I don't think I'm ever gonna leave. I have a lot of love and respect for this island and the people that live here, and hopefully you can as well. So if you have any questions about Hawaii, the things that suck, the things that are great, feel free to reach out to me. I've got my contact information right here, or you can directly DM me on my social media platforms. With that being said, I'm Patrick with PatrickLongleyRealty.com, powered by eXp Realty. Hope you have a beautiful day. I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.